Hi guys, it's Tara and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I don't know about you, but every single time I have any dessert that's filled with flour, sugar, or any unhealthy ingredients, I get hit so hard with the worst food sensitivity issues like bloating, jitters, anxiety, you name it, it's just the worst. So I'm always looking for ways to make my recipes more healthy without compromising on flavor and most importantly, the fun. So on that note, today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a healthy almond flour birthday cake that's not only absolutely delicious, but it's so healthy and so good for you. This is a perfect celebratory birthday cake that you can make for yourself or for your health-conscious friends or family. Not only will they love it, but they'll also thank you later for being conscious of their health and well-being. Before we get started on this video, please make sure to subscribe to this channel, like this video if you like it, and comment below for any kind of suggestions or anything further that you would like to see from me. So without further ado, let's get right into it and let me show you guys how to make this amazing and easy, healthy almond flour birthday cake. All right guys, I'm so excited to show you guys this recipe because it's going to be so delicious. All right, so I have 3 6-inch cake pans here. You can also use 2 9-inch pans if you want it to be a double layer cake, but I like smaller and taller cakes, so I'm using 3 6-inch cake pans. All right, so what we're going to do first is we're going to spray it down with some coconut oil. We're gonna generously spray that in there. You can also use a cold butter stick and just take the stick of cold butter and just like rub it all around the inside of the cake pan. That also will ensure a smooth little drop in the cake once it's done baking. And then I have these pre-cut out parchment papers that I've cut out and measured perfectly for my 6-inch pans, that we're just going to stick on the bottom of our cake pans. Again, give it another spray. We want to make sure that these cakes pop out really easily, so generously spray everything down. Now that we have our cake pans ready, it's time to make our batter. All right guys, so the first thing we have here is we're going to be putting together our wet ingredients, all right? So I have 8 eggs here that I'm going to crack. We're gonna get this all done. Should have done this before starting to film, but you know, sometimes I like to show you guys the process. All right, so now that we have our eggs in here, what we're going to be doing next is adding in a cup of maple syrup. I have organic maple syrup here. This is the amber ones, but you can use any type you like. The next thing we're going to be adding is our vanilla extract, and we're going to be using 4 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Boom. And then I have 4 tablespoons of coconut oil that's already pre-melted. Perfect. All right, guys, so we're going to give this all a whisk. And we're just going to whisk everything together. All right, guys, so as you can see, we have all of our wet ingredients incorporated really well together. And now let's move on to our dry ingredients. Okay, guys, so I have 3.5 cups, I have 3.5 cups of almond flour that I have set aside. I'm gonna add this to a large mixing bowl. Give this all a little stir inside, get all the big clumps out. All right, the next thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be adding in 4 teaspoons of baking powder. All right, sprinkle that in there. Boom. And then we have 2 tablespoons of arrowroot. All right, I'm using arrowroot starch. And now we have these dry ingredients all together. We're going to mix it all up and get everything super incorporated with one another. You guys have no idea how yummy this cake is. People will literally not know the difference. The only sweetener this has is from the maple syrup. And even though it is sugar, it's a healthy type of sugar, healthy-ish type of sugar, it's not gonna be causing too much trouble for your body. All right, so now that we have all of our dry ingredients ready, we're going to be adding in our wet ingredients to our dry ingredients. All right. And now that those are together, let's give that all a beautiful stir. It's going to look clumpy, but don't worry, just keep stirring. Gonna get everything super incorporated together. I've been loving making cakes these days. It's been kind of like my jam. All right, guys, so as you can see, our batter is nice and smooth. And what I love about making this batter is that it's so simple. Like, I don't need any kind of electric mixer, stand mixer. I don't need like hard work trying to like mix everything together and get it perfectly smooth. It just kind of all like does the work for you. You know what I mean? All right, so that's it. Our batter is ready, and let's start putting it in our cake pan. I'm gonna grab one of these for an easy pour. So just take your cake batter, and you're going to fill it up about 2/3. Actually, yeah, that's good. About halfway. Put this down because I want to get all the last bits of this. I don't like to waste batter. It's not my thing. All right. Give everything a little tap, and let's put these all in the oven. You're going to be putting these in the oven for about 30 to 35 minutes in a 350-degree oven, and after that, it's going to be all ready. All right, so our cakes are in the oven, and now it's time for us to make our buttercream. So this is going to be a really healthy but so yummy buttercream that we're gonna use for our birthday cake, and trust me, it is not going to disappoint, okay? All right, so the first thing I have here is 1 cup of palm oil shortening. All right, I know it looked like it was over a cup, but I measured it, it's a cup, okay? This is the palm oil that I like to use. It's from Nativa. It's the palm oil shortening, and it's so good. It's really great for buttercreams. The next thing we're going to add is 1 cup of coconut oil. Now, it is softened, so make sure you just keep it at room temperature so that it's easily manipulated. All right, so we're going to just kind of give it a little mix in with our palm oil. And then we're going to, you can either take a whisk or you can use your hand, but if you're trying to be quick, use an electric mixer. And we're just going to give this all a good stir. All right, so I did it so that it's nice and fluffy. And once it's fluffy, all we're going to start doing now is adding in the rest of our ingredients. So I have 1/2 cup of raw honey that I'm going to add to our mix. All right. We're going to add 3 teaspoons of vanilla extract, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and 2/3 cups of tapioca, and add in a couple more tablespoons. So 2/3 cup plus 2 tablespoons of tapioca. All right. And then again, we're going to use our electric mixer and get everything really incorporated with one another. God, I feel like I need to make it a little bit more. So as you can see, everything is really mixed up. It's super fluffy. And what's really cool about this buttercream is that you can add flavor, you can add food coloring to it and really get it to any kind of shade you want. So I'm gonna add this into a smaller mixing bowl and I'm gonna set it aside and put it in the fridge until our cakes are done and cool down. And then we're gonna get to the fun part and start decorating. So our cakes are done and we are now going to get to my favorite part of this whole process, and that is getting this cake decorated. So all I have here is a spinning cake stand. This is not like necessary, but it definitely makes things a lot more easier. And I also have a cake stand here, cake board. That way we can easily transfer the cake over, put it in the fridge, put it in a box, and take it to our friends or family or keep it at home. It's just really great to use one of these when you're making a layered cake like this. Or you can use a plate, whatever you have on hand. All right, so I'm going to put my cake board onto my cake stand. And what we're going to do is actually put a little bit of our buttercream onto the cake board like this. This is going to act like a glue for our cake. So our cake will then stay stable on our cake board and it won't move around. So this is a really crucial part of layering your cake. So we're gonna take our cake and we're just going to plop it down. And then we're going to just start putting our buttercream layer, okay? Like so. You can add like fresh fruit in between the layers. You can add jelly. You can really be creative with this. This is a great cake that has a lot of options to play with. So with this frosting, it's really important to know to kind of move a little quick because it just softens up a lot more quickly than a regular buttercream would. And now we're ready for our third layer. Look at this. It's so cool. And it's so healthy, most importantly. You guys, this is like my favorite. This is my jam. Like if it was my birthday and someone showed up to my house with an almond flour, no refined sugars, healthy version of a birthday cake, I swear I will think of them as like my forever friend. So now it's time to do the sides, which is a little bit harder for me because this is like different than all other types of buttercreams because it's just very soft. So my layers want to move around. So if you find that your cake is becoming just very wobbly, I actually recommend you put it in the fridge for a little bit longer just to kind of get it stiff again. All right guys, so I made this cake kind of like a naked cake because I like my cakes to be on the more rustic side. I don't like perfection. And I love it when it just looks beautiful, rustic, homemade. And now it's time to decorate, y'all. Did I just use the word y'all? I did. I did use the word y'all. A Persian girl saying the word y'all, guys. Now I'd like to kind of examine my cake. I'd like to see where I want my decorations to kind of be. And this is where you have like full control of how you want your cake to be. I have these beautiful little roses. Because our cake is on the smaller end, I just want to make sure that our roses or any type of flower is on the smaller end. So what you're gonna do is just start kind of placing your roses or flowers. Now I've washed these flowers, I've cut them. So another cool thing that I like to do is take my rose, put my hand in the middle of it and just go boop, like boop, because that kind of opens it up. And here I have some fresh berries. You guys, you can literally do whatever you want with this. Now you can also go online, get a little happy birthday sign, happy anniversary sign, well wishes sign, I don't know, whatever you're celebrating. This is just a perfect cake for any type of celebration. You want to treat yourself? This is something gorgeous. Just make for yourself. All right, so I'm gonna stop now because I like to get crazy with the decorations, but you get the idea. I love to make flowers on top. Sometimes I'll cascade it down and just make it very dramatic. But for the sake of the video and for our time, Let's just keep it simple, rustic, chic. I'm just gonna take this off its stand. I'm gonna stick it in the refrigerator until it's ready to serve. Make sure you keep it in the refrigerator until the moment you're ready to serve, because the buttercream is super soft and it does tend to move around a lot. So this is not exactly the best cake to travel with unless it's gonna be a very quick ride, but or if you're gonna keep it in a cooler. You just wanna make sure that it's very cold because of the frosting. But that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, guys, and I hope that you really enjoyed making it and creating something that's not only beautiful, not only delicious, but so healthy and so good for you. It's so guilt-free. I love it. All right, guys, well, thank you so much for tuning in, and I cannot wait to see you guys soon. Have a great day, and please make sure, again, to subscribe, like, and comment below. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.